folks, and welcome to Weekly Wiffs. I'm your host and commissioner, Tom Anderson. 2014 opening day is in the books, and the season is officially underway. We have one team on top of standings. This happens to be the Lemurs at 2-0. Then there's four teams at 1-1, all tied for second. Then there's the Measly River Cats, bottom of the standings at 0-2 so far. But rumor has it that star player of the league and savior of the River Cats of 2013, Connor Scully, will be there on Sunday. So hopefully the River Cats get their first win on Sunday. And like I said, the season's officially underway. It's a great feeling. And once again, I want to thank everyone that's made this season possible and another successful opening days in the books. I'm going to head over to my colleague now, Dan Anderson. Dan?
Hello folks, I'm VP Dan Anderson and this is the Inside Scoop. After opening day, the Lemurs are on top at 2-0, while the Cubs, Wahoos, Rhinos, and Warriors are all tied at second at 1-1. And in third, we have the River Cats at 0-2. The River Cats are off to a rough start, but they hope to turn that around this weekend as they will have their ace available to them, veteran Connor Scully. Let's talk about who's leading the league after opening day. After two games, there was a tie for home run leader between veteran Ryan Fahey and rookie Nick O'Keefe. Both have 4 home runs. Top 3 leaders of batting average are Steven Cisco with 750, Tom Anderson with a 727, and Ryan Fahey with a 667. Granted, these will most likely change as there's only been 1 week into the season, and it will be interesting to see what the rest of 2014 brings. Again, I remind all of those who have yet to pay their league fees to get them in ASAP. The cost is $5 and it is spent directly to benefit the league. They hope to purchase trophies for the end of the season awards and supplies for field maintenance. That's all for the Inside Scoop. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great day.
Hello, Peterbilt Universe. This is Across the League, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Eric Lear.
Howdy.
So, the PWL survived yet another opening day this past Sunday. What was your biggest surprise?
My biggest surprise was probably that the Cubs didn't go 2-0, to be completely honest.
I could definitely see that. My biggest surprise team opening day was actually your team, the Warriors. The River Cats really didn't show up, but that was a good game up until then. But by far, I swear, you guys, probably the best or second best game of the day was you against the Lemurs.
I like to think so. It's just that we couldn't pull it together in the final innings, but it was much closer than it looked on paper.
Well, exactly, and you showed the mighty Lemurs that it's pretty much anyone's league this year.
Yeah.
But player-wise, any individual players stand out to you?
Other than some kids that I've never seen play before, not particularly, just because I can't really judge of other Wiff players based on how they play in other leagues, like John Anderson or Nick O'Keefe, or players like that. They obviously have some experience, so it's expected that they play well. But I don't really have any surprise players. Not really. Just I'm very surprised that the Rhinos Cubs game went the way it did. So
yeah, that was quite an ass kicking. That just goes to show you how much of a impact that John and Nick are going to have for the Rhinos this season. Because other than that, it's really just Nova and Keyshawn. So the Rhinos are going to be relying on them pretty much every week. And from what I hear, Nick's not going to make it this week. So it's going to be John, Keyshawn, and Mr. Nova this week. So we'll see what happens. But my biggest surprise player was probably Jeremy Robidoux. The way he played both games, considering he hasn't played in months.
Yeah, almost a year, because he showed up to 0 preseason events, but in the end, it doesn't matter because he showed up and he played and he put his teeth to the grindstone and got it done.
Well, exactly, and the way he pitched against the Lemurs, you guys were winning 2-0 after the first 2 innings. So
yeah, that was a really big shock to me. The fact that he could just get right back into it from where he picked up last year.
It is very impressive, and he just had that one bad inning. I think it was the third or fourth where he gave up 4 runs.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was pretty friggin' steady. But
Good things to come.
well, exactly. But from the biggest surprises, we'll go with the biggest disappointments, and I'm just going to start off by saying the biggest disappointment opening day was probably the performance of my entire team.
Well, you were short-handed in quite a few players.
Yeah, that made a huge difference, but I pitched like crap. I don't know what the hell it was. I had nothing, and my team really didn't hit at all.
Did Tom pitch for your game?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
So,
I can't really say I don't blame you, but at the same time, it's just missed opportunities. People that could have been there weren't. And just lack of depth, at least, for opening day.
no, I agree with you 100%. Scully's going to play a big part, and Scully actually said he's going to be able to make both games this week, so hopefully we can get in the win column.
Yeah, you got one before.
I'm
For
freaking
week
afraid.
4.
Yeah, exactly. You can't start off like last season. Oh, Jesus Christ. But season outlook for the Lemurs, Rivercats, Rhinos, Warriors. How about all the teams after opening day?
It's a pretty big. Well, this is a very, very early in the season. It's just one. Like, I've played after 2 games. I think that it's anyone's year, but at the top of the totem pole, I'm gonna have to say between the Wahoos, Cubs, and the Lemurs, and then on the bottom of the spectrum, the Rhinos, Rivercats, and Warriors.
I agree 100%. Like, go ahead.
I think that it's going to be a battle for first place between the Lemurs and the Cubs. I think the Wahoos are going to. I'm not saying they will, but I'm making a prediction right now. The Wahoos will lose the next 3 out of their 6 next 3 of 6 games, and they will fall out of the top 2. And the Lemurs and the Cubs will be the top 2 teams in the league.
That's very, very, very interesting for you to say, but anything's possible. And Adam Weldon, I don't know what happened opening day, but he didn't really pitch as well as he thought he was going to the first game. But then he actually held on for the Rhinos game to pick up the hold, so Matt Nelson get his first career win in the PWL.
Yeah, that was impressive.
But yeah, he pitched both games, so he's not eligible to pitch against the Rivercats. So hopefully that bodes well.
Who do you think? Oh, he's throwing Fitzy against you guys, right?
Yeah, from what I hear, Fitzgerald's going to pitch, and I don't know. I haven't seen Fitzy pitch really at all, so we'll see.
He pitched once or twice during preseason. It was basic Fitzy, but I think he's picked up a little bit of speed from last year, especially because it was kind of a disappointment last year. But he'll be firing on all cylinders on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. But Adam Weldon, I think he'll pick it up. No problem. He'll find it again.
Yeah, it's like he's never had really a problem at the plate. It's just sometimes his pitching is suspect, but he'll get back into a rhythm. I just stand by my prediction that they will lose the next 3 to 6 games. So.
I guess we'll see what happens. But this week's batch of games starts out at 1 with the Rivercats versus Wahoos. How do you see that one rolling out?
If you have Scully there and Fitzy's pitching, I see that's going to be a close game. Not high scoring, but very competitive.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have Scully pitch that game. So a Scully-Fitzgerald matchup should be interesting. Scully hasn't really picked up a wiffle ball in a couple months now, too. So I'm sure Russ will play a little bit of a factor, but he's the friggin' golden child, really, for the Rivercats. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, after that, it's the Rhinos and Warriors. How do you see that one panning out? I think you guys have that one in the bag if Nick O'Keefe's not going to be there.
Well, it's I don't want to count out Nova because he'll always play hard, and same with Keish and John. But I'm really confident because I don't know who I'm throwing yet, so I'm confident that most of my team will make it and we'll have a good game with them.
No, that's the thing. Nova's not eligible to pitch that game, so it's either going to be Keyshawn or John. And John's pretty damn good at fast pitch, but he's not used to throwing unscuffed balls, so that might be a problem.
We'll see. Anything can happen.
Well, exactly. That should be a good game, though. It's actually one I'm looking forward to.
I'm excited.
And everyone thought the Warriors are just going to be pieces of shit, and they have an opportunity to be 2-1 this season, so right off the bat. And then after that, Cubs and Lemurs.
That'll be an interesting game because I don't know if Dylan's pitching because he says he's pitching for our game because we're playing the Cubs next. We're playing the Cubs after the Rhinos, so it'll be interesting to see how Ham deals with that because I know he pitched the Rhinos game, his second game last week. So.
And I'm curious to see what Tom has up his sleeve. He was talking about pitching both games this week. So
Damn.
I don't know whether or not that'll be true, but I guess we'll see.
Should be interesting.
But yeah, River Cats and Rhinos right after that. I have an opportunity to redeem myself, hopefully, from my
You're pitching that game?
my terrible performance against the Lemurs. Oh, I had nothing that day. And I was glad it's over, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, everyone has those games. Just got to get through it.
Exactly. At least it happened in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Like you said already, we started 1-5 last year, so I'm not too worried.
You'll
Not
get
yet.
you'll get your W.
I'm hoping. And then Warriors and Cubs.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Ham called me out last week, so it'll be.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of words between the Warriors and Cubs lately.
I think it's gonna be a good game because Dylan's pitching and I'll probably pitch. So a lot has been exchanged between these two teams, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
You know, and then you have an opportunity to start the season 2-0. So I'm pulling for the Warriors. And then from what's on the schedule, prime time most likely will be the Wahoos and Lemurs.
That'll be a good game. Is if Tom pitches both games and ends up pitching some of the Wahoo's game, that'll be very competitive, depending on who Weldon throws.
I think it is actually going to be Weldon. Unless he throws Morrissey in there, but I don't know. I don't know what his plan is with Morrissey.
I see Morrissey more of a closer, so.
No, I could definitely see that.
The Cubs, Lemurs, and Cubs Wahoos have switched.
They're switched?
Cubs, Lemurs are
Oh, Cubs and Lemurs at prime time. Oh, so that should be a pretty damn good game then for prime time.
Then. So wait, are they playing the last two games?
I think your game against them stays the same. Does this have prime time?
Because we're playing the Rhinos
Yeah,
first.
the same. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, whatever. We're gonna play, so.
Well, exactly.
We'll play eventually.
And like Tom said right on the friggin' Peter L page, times are estimated.
Yeah.
So, you guys will get your damn games in. You just gotta wait a little bit.
Patience.
Patience is key. But yeah, that's all I have for today. So, as always,
Pleasure.
we will see you next week.
Good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us this week on Commissioner's Corner. Opening day of 2014 is finally in the books, and we made it through another opening day. It's a pretty good feeling for a league to start another season fresh. This week, the Blue Wahoos are on the hot seat, and we're going to start off by just going over the roster on this team. Starting off with GM Adam Weldon, Brendan Fitzgerald, Zach Randall, and rookies Eric Morrissey and Matt Nelson. This team was ranked number 2 in the power rankings, and while this team looked pretty golden after the trade involving 2013 Rookie of the Year Dylan DeAngelo, it seemed to be a pretty good trade for Weldon. After the fact, at the time when it happened, no one thought it would have worked out this way. But Weldon seemed like a genius, and all heading into opening day last week, Wahoos are supposed to go 2-0. Everyone was really surprised at the outcome of the Cubs game, and it can't bode too well for the future of the Wahoos. I mean, everyone on this team can pitch, however, and this is going to be a test from week to week to see if GM Weldon can put the best starter on the mound and best option for whoever they're facing. I mean, legitimately everyone on this team can pitch and do it well, and like I said, it's just going to be down to Weldon, like game time decisions, who's having a better day, because all these pitches are good. It'd be nice to see some less experienced pitchers finally take the mound, though, with Eric Morrissey and Matt Nelson. We all know Matt Nelson can throw with both arms, so that'd be interesting. And Eric Morrissey's batting at .357 on the year at the plate so far. And the first overall pick, I mean, that's all right, considering everyone else's averages aren't where they should be. But Matt Nelson batting at .571 with Weldon batting at .437. I mean, with these rookies, Weldon's got to be pretty content with his first 2 draft picks and pretty content with the trade so far. These kids showed up, and looks to be a pretty solid team. And together, this team's record is 1-1, and their team batting average is a combined .377 when it's all averaged down and whatnot. And these teams are facing the River Cats and the Lemurs on Sunday, and look for Brendan Fitzgerald or any of these other 4 people besides Weldon pitching against River Cats. Weldon cannot pitch against River Cats which is their first game on Sunday because he pitched both games on opening day. And I expect Weldon to pitch against the Lemurs later that day. And I think that's about all I have for this week on Commissioner's Corner. Like I said, we dissected Wahoos. Weldon this might be Weldon's Cy Young year. Well, we hope for it, but last week we don't really know if that's going to work out. And see if we can rebound this week. It all comes down to Weldon and the decisions he makes. Who's he going to pitch? Is it going to be Fitz? Is it going to be Morrissey? Is it going to be Nelson? Is it going to be Zach Randall? It all comes down to the day, and it'll be interesting to see. So I'm going to sign off now. Have a good week. Good luck today. Good evening, folks. Thank you for watching. I'm your Commissioner, Tom Anderson. We're going to go over this Sunday's games. Week 2 of the 2014 season. At 1 p.m., the River Cats at the Blue Wahoos, while the Rhinos face the Warriors. Moving on to 2 p.m., Blue Wahoos at the Lemurs and River Cats at Rhinos. At 3:30 p.m. this Sunday, Warriors at the Cubs. And at prime time, around 4:15ish, hopefully, the Cubs will face the Lemurs at home. And should be solid games all around. Hopefully we can finally determine a front runner in the standings in the 2014 season. And we'll see if any teams get out of the dumps and who will emerge ahead and who will fall behind. Like I said, thank you for joining us. I'm hosting Mr. Tom Anderson. Have a great day.
That's all for the Inside Soup. I'll see you guys next year. Dicks!
Flop something out of your ass.
I'm about to have diarrhea in the seat. Dude, god damn it! Motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. I feel like Triple H right now. Take it off my clothes. Take it off my
Your
clothes.
fucking segment, you
Take it off my
dumbass.
clothes.
I hate you so much.
Can't focus on this monkey suit. Let's talk about who's leading the league after opening day. After 2 games, there's a tie for home run leaders between veteran pissing balls, nutsacks. Hello, folk weekend. Hey guys, I'm down here by myself and I can't even speak English properly. Good for me. Hello folks, I'm VP Dan. Granted, these will probably change most.
Okay, we're getting it first try.
Swear to God. Holy shit.
So
no,
close,
dude.
so close.
Nah,
I fucked up
you
your
a
hair.
lot, dude.
I fucked up your hair.
Fuck you.
Nice voice crack.
In my
dude.
ear. No, it's because my throat's fucked up. You motherfucker.
You faggot. Come on, that was a good one. It landed on backwards, but it was still on there. That was a good
Your
one.
ears are fucking itchy. Fuck, dude.
It landed on the front of your face.
How did that happen?
Yeah, that was good.
What the fuck?
Big floppy donkey dicks.
You can't say that and throw it.
And that's a South Park reference.
Fuck you.
That was a bad one. I overpowered that one.
Fuck your meatus finger, kid.
Kid.
I'd like to be disappointed down before I get fucked.
Fuck.
I'm really dizzy by spinning around like 3 times.
Look it go. God damn it! Suck your dick. Look it go. That was good luck. fuck. We should have kept that one.
That's a blooper right there.
Before I could go. I hate you. What are you doing? That one fucking landed on there, we were pissed. Oh shit!